Alright, we're here in round 2. We definitely have a keepable hand here. Early removal, and Wolf Avenger, and finishers, and stuff like that. So this is a good hand. Barter in Blood is cool to slow roll, especially when you have Ghoul Flesh too. Our opponent is green-red. He has some pretty good cards. He's got Falcon Wrath Exterminator, which is pretty good, but more importantly, I guess, he's got the Champion of Lamholt, which can steal games pretty easily. But that's not a huge deal. We certainly have answers for Champion of Lamholt, so ideally we can find them. So if he's got his Exterminator here, at the very least we've got an answer to it. He does not have his Exterminator. Alright, so we're going to be slamming our Forest here. Passing, ideally drawing, well, at least another land, but Forest would be the best. Otherwise, I might just slow roll the Barter in Blood. Really try and maximize value from that. Depends on what he plays. Alright, so he also has Geist Trappers in his deck, which is good, but if he's going to play his 5-drops early, I might just slow roll this Barter in Blood. Yeah, that I think might be the best plan we've got so far. He also has Pillar of Flame, from what I saw, so I think that's pretty much everything I've seen. I didn't watch the entire match. Just browsed quickly through what he had. Alright, apparently our opponent's wife blew a fuse, which is why he disconnected, so poor Jeremy and Destria. His wife, she needs to stop using so many appliances. Samurai Vigilante, actually pretty good around our Barter in Blood, so I am a little inclined to slay that. However, if I do draw a Forest, I think I'll slam that instead. Yeah. So we'll just do the Wolfer Avenger. Problem with that? Oh, there's not a ton of problem with that, I don't think. Oh, wow. Reforge the Soul being played. He just got extremely good value out of it. Well, definitely slamming the Wolfer Avenger. So he got much better value out of that than we did, since he drew 4 and we drew 1. So that's probably the best use of that I've ever seen played. That's the first time I've ever seen it played, though, so it's not saying too much, but we're still fine, still good, actually. It's the best play I've got here. I think we're going to be slamming 2 creatures, so play our Force Mage. Get in for 4. And then play our Butcher Ghoul. So, got the Peddler too, which is pretty good with the Butcher Ghoul. This might be good for the mill strategy, huh? Alright, Mad Prophet's pretty good for him. Let's see. We play the Peddler, right? Suppose, like, why don't we do the Abundant Growth first? I like that. And we get another land. Alright, so we'll play the land. We'll play our peddler. Right. This guy. Get in with everything. Got the sheltering word in case he wants to do something fancy. But I guess joint assault would kill our trusted force mage. He's gonna lose his mad prophet for a butcher goal? I don't get it. Has he got some sort of sweeper effect I'm not aware of here? Yeah, let's keep it soulbound. So why would he block like that? I'm a little bit confused. It makes me a little less inclined to play as Searchlight Geist and a little more inclined to keep up this sheltering word, but I am not sure. I guess we don't have lethal on board, but we still wouldn't have lethal if I slam the Searchlight Geist here. Might just be the better play. What am I missing? I'm forgetting about some card. Rite of Ruin, maybe? You could play Rite of Ruin, and then I would have to sack 3 creatures. I'd sack this, this, and this. I'd still be left with that. I suppose I'd rather sack this if he has that. I'm going to play a Searchlight Geist. If he has some sweeper effect I'm not aware of, at least I've got 2 more plays. If he's got the Rite of Ruin, I'll be able to keep my best 2 creatures, so we'll see what he's got. I'm assuming it's Rite of Ruin. Or Borderland Ranger. That too. That's not really a big deal. Alright. As far as I know, we are still bashing with everything. Druid's familiar too. That is nasty, nasty business. Alright. Well, we're going to play it. No question here. It's pretty massively good. Alright, yeah, he's seated after that. That was crazy. So, the Reforged of Soul gave him more value than us, but I guess it was just a little bit too late. So, green-red, yeah, once again, he's got like Champion of Lamholt, and he's got other pretty substantially good stuff in there. Anything looking better against him? I mean, perhaps I could drop one of my drivers for the Corpse Trader. I still do like driver in this deck, even though I haven't had one occasion where it would come up be useful. Whenever I see it, I seem to not have any of my 2-drop guys. I don't know how useful this is going to actually be. I mean, it lets me take out 5 drops, but I'm not super concerned about it. I could see this being more consistently good than this. Might be wrong. 3 toughness is actually pretty relevant. Is it more relevant than the chance to reset my guys? Not really, actually, because he has that Reforge the Soul. So, in that instance, Driver of the Dead would have actually been pretty good. Would have let me get some of my guys back. Let's keep it the way it is for now and see some more stuff out of him. And we're on the draw. This is a great hand. Got a cycle effect, got a 2-drop. Two can play at that game, mister. Although, would like to have double green. Yeah, let's not play the growth yet. I might need that double green. I'm not in that much of a hurry to cycle. Alright, well, now we're cycling. Alright, I'm satisfied with that. And Mirror Lancer is pretty good. Alright, so we'll play our Force Mage first. He does have Pillar of Flame, which is a pretty good out against the Force Mage right now. One of his few opportunities to use it, but it should still be okay. Here's a Stromkirk's pretty good against us. Might prove to be a little difficult to race. We do have the Bone Splinters for it. Land drop here would be perfect, since it would let us play our Nettle Swine. Well, perfect. Alright, so we get in. And pass the turn. If he attacks with both, I'm certainly taking it. Other heirs, huh? Alright, well we have the Bone Splinters and we've got a Nightshade Peddler. I'd probably 2-for-1 myself considering my board state. Oh, I see. He's going to leave back the double blockers. Well, in that case, I'm just going to kill your big Heirs of Stromkirk. And that way you're not soulbound anymore. If I could do it at instant speed, that would be a lot more convenient, but I don't believe that's going to work out. So instead, I think we just play Crypt Creeper, blow up the heirs, and then get in for 8. Otherwise we blow up the Lancer, still get in for 8, and we're still going to be racing better than he is. Definitely don't want him to get more first strike online. Yeah, I think we actually have to kill the Lancer here. Change my mind. If I kill the heirs, he could just play another and keep back on blocks and get in with the other heir, so I think I would rather take care of that guy now. Get in for 8. Which is not an insubstantial amount of damage, let me tell you. Alright, wow, he's even letting this guy die, huh? Alright, that's pretty good. Splash white. Oh, so he has the Divine Deflection. I see. I'm thinking he probably has it in his hand, but it's not tons I can do about it. He's got more plays? Layer Delve. Alright, so he got a gang of devils out of it. So that heirs is actually doing some work on me. Yep, I think we continue to swing away here. Kinda wish I was a little closer to getting that Pathbreaker Worm online. But we'll settle for this driver for now. So, Deathwind, Heirs is unfortunately out of range of that now. Sheltering Word would be very good. Allow us to gain some life back. Something huge. Terminus. Wow. Alright. Well, our opponent has Terminus. It's pretty good there. So, putting some good cards on the bottom there. And hopefully draw a land here. That'd be good. Yes. Yes, I would. I'd like the 3/5, please. He's got a big follow-up, though. Oh yeah, Gang of Devils. That's not a huge deal. Land, no. Alright, swing with the Geist Trapper. I'll make this trade. No? Alright. Well, then we'll do Peddler. Yeah, I think I'd rather soul bond with the Geist Trappers. Yep. And we'll also do the Searchlight Geist. So, now if he swings in, I'll just take it, because we've got more board presence than he does. We're definitely taking the 3. Still pretty sure he's got the Divine Deflection, but there was no way I was going to get out of that one. Soul Cage Fiend, that's pretty good. Alright, so get in with everything. See if he's got the Divine Deflection. Now we've even got like a blocker too, which is cool. Alright. Oh, it gains some life, I see. Okay. So if I block now, he still dies the next turn, right? So I'm definitely blocking, no question about that. Yeah. Well, actually he doesn't have any cards, so now I don't have to block. I'm assuming he's not going to attack, but we still get to do it. We still get him. Actually, let me make sure I'm doing this right. If I were to attack with Soul Cage Fiend and he were to block with Gang of Devils, I would be the active player, so he would actually get to resolve the damage to me first, and then we would both lose. So Soul Cage Fiend on my turn is not going to do it. So I think the better play is Trusted Force Mage, and we soul bond with Flyer. Now he has to block the Geist Trappers. Actually, no. He's gonna die from damage. I see, okay. Never mind. Don't know what I'm talking about. I attack with everything. Even if he blocks the Soul Cage Fiend, he's gonna take lethal. I don't know what I'm talking about. He's dead. Yeah. It doesn't matter when these resolve, because he'll have died from lethal damage. Yeah. So what would have happened was I'd be forced to do my trigger first if he hadn't just died from that, and then he would get to resolve his damage to me first. This would resolve first, and then we would have both lost. But I had lethal damage because I didn't do the math, but I'm glad I still did the right attack. And we're on to the finals, so I will see you in a second.